Jan en andere aanwezigen. It's been a long time since we talked or saw each other. First of all, I wish you a happy early retirement and all the best to you and Joke. My name is Kees de Wit, for the ones who don't know me, and I worked for Jan from 1985 until 1992 at ERC. The ERC managing directors were Ian Ledbetter, always putting lots of extra salt on his food at lunchtime, and Henning Wittmeyer. Jan often called him Baas Henning. I transferred in early 92 to MRC Bearings and started working for Gordon Johnston. Since then, I've moved twice in the United States and now live in Fort Wayne, Indiana, about halfway between Detroit and Indianapolis. I'm recording this on Sunday afternoon at my kitchen table. Here are a couple of stories about Jan. First trip to Sweden. I started at ERC at the same time as René van Bremen. In August of 1985, Jan took René, Andrew Dakin, and myself to Sweden. We took Jan's car, drove to Kiel, and took the ferry to Gothenburg. At SKF there, we met with Rune Hultquist and Per-Åke Torstensen and discussed VK vibration measurement. From there, we went to Lidköping and met with Sture Larsson and Thomas Carlson at LMV and talked about MTC, machine to control. I have very clear memories of Jan taking his Opel and driving around Lidköping Square with spinning and squealing tires to impress the local girls. I have two pictures of that little trip, and I hope they come through for the camera. Here is, there we go, Jan and René and Andrew at Gothenburg at a shopping street. And then here is evidence of Jan's car, the Opel, with Jan in the front and Andrew, and then you can see René sitting in the back. So that was on our trip to Gothenburg in August 1985. Second story is about box boidels. You may know what they are. Of course, we spent a lot of time in Schweinfurt, working closely with the brothers Günther and Erwin May. You might remember the MEF 100 equipment that measured roller bearing internal geometry. Well, on this trip, we always had to stop and buy local wines, the dry white wines in these box boidels, because you could not get those back home. And, not to forget about Schweinfurt, staying at Hotel Zum Ross, which had a multi-level parking garage, where you had to tell them if you want to get your car out, because they had to move the garage up and down, the elevator up and down. Last thing I remember from Jan is that he always had to buy a small gift on the way home. So, we always had to be at the airport early, so Jan had time to shop. He could not leave the Gothenburg airport, or any other airport for that matter, without a gift. Well, not a present for Joke, but for Yvonne, his daughter. I'm also giving you the best wishes from Christer Hellstrand. I saw Christer in the fall of 2012 at a consortium group meeting at John Deere, the agricultural manufacturer company. So, Jan, I wish you all the best in the future. I'm quite sure you will not be sitting behind the windows of Zuwe 50, but will find plenty of opportunities to keep you busy. Het ga je goed.